Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. So, in today's video I will be explaining where we stand with Mission Possible and Brave Wilderness Explorer. So, let's jump right into this. So, first off I'm going to be talking about Mission Possible. This is the less complicated one. But basically, obviously, in the first Mission Possible, at the end, Agent 0528 is left because he has no idea where Cody went. Then in ID Warriors, we figure out what happened to him because we see him, get taken to the Earth dimension, so he obviously can't really communicate with Agent 0528 anymore. So that's what happened to Cody. So then obviously at the end of ID Warriors, we see Cody realize what he's done, and how he needs to go back and, get Agent 0528, so that's where the second movie will pick up from. It'll be a little bit after ID Warriors, but not too much, maybe like, 30 minutes. So it's not going to be like anything crazy. So now, on to Brave Wilderness Explorer. Now, this is the more complex one, especially because Brave Wilderness Explorer 2 was a bit confusing, and I'm going to explain that one too. So, obviously, in Brave Wilderness Explorer 2, we know that Brave and Thomas were going to try and find the Hidden Cave of Wonders, but, obviously, in the movie, as they're trying to go there, Charles and Donald open up a portal and they shoot Thomas, and at the moment Brave's just so confused because he doesn't know why this is happening, but really they're saving his life. Because what would have happened, and what did happen to Charles and Donald, what they saw, was an alternate timeline where they didn't do that, obviously, because they didn't have the ring to do that. So Brave got back, they got the treasure, they got back, and then Thomas killed Brave and took all of his treasure and just, went into hiding. And so now he's, nowhere to be found, and he's got all of this money. And obviously Charles and Donald needed to get that money to pay off the boss, and now they're in huge debt because they've lost the last two, treasure stuff, artifacts and stuff that they've tried to find. So now their boss is really mad, and that was where we see them in ID Warriors. Because in ID Warriors is, is an alternate timeline. So they were basically just being held hostage by their boss. But then obviously, my character comes in, takes them, and then they're allowed to, at the end of the movie, they realize that they can go to any time or place and change all of that, so that's what they go and do. So then obviously they explain everything to Brave, and then they realize that, hey, let's take a little break for a little bit, but then we'll go and try and find the treasure so that they can then, pay off their boss. That's where the third movie will pick up from. So, yeah, I know it may have been a little bit confusing. I know it's hard to explain because there's all of this like alternate timeline stuff that's happening. Hopefully you did understand that. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.